What's happening, everyone, and welcome on back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here, stopping on by. Today we're going to listen to Dusty Springfield. So before pulling up the information, I actually thought that Dusty was a man, but I do see a lady here. So we are going to listen to Dusty Springfield. We're going to listen to this song, Son of a Preacher Man. This is off of the album Dusty in Memphis, which I love the double entendre there, released in 1969. The name seems kind of familiar, but not really at the same time either. I don't know anything about Dusty Springfield. I've seen her name pop up in the comments occasionally, but that's it. Otherwise, I don't know a thing about her. So yeah, let's just go ahead and listen to this track. I just chose it out of random, so that's what we're doing. Son of a Preacher Man, here we go.
Billy Ray was the preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, Pastor Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walking. Then he looked into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Yes, he was.
Like the blowing back there.
Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When he started sweet talking to me, he'd come and tell me everything is alright. He'd kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was.
I like how they add in their voices.
How well I remember the look was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the slide, taking time to make time, telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown, and the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a
Hit the ride, I like it.
The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was. The only one who could ever reach me. He was the sweet talking son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me. I guess he was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever move me sweet was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever.
Great bass playing back there. You heard that? Okay, let's talk about Son of a Preacher Man. So, first of all, I'm going to put her aside for just a moment. Just for a moment. Really like the instrumentals that's going on behind here. I'm going to look into who's playing with her, but this sounds like Wrecking Crew-esque, like in just the musicianship. Really love the horns that are brought in. Great bass line from the beginning mixed with that sweet little melodic guitar. I like how they open up just like the beginning petals of a flower, just a small blossom before the song begins to really and fully open up and develop. The added elements throughout this track and the build-up I think is really, really nice. Speaking of the drumming, pretty straightforward throughout, but then at the end, we get in a little bit on the ride. I like how we just add it. Because that higher pitched and louder sound from just hitting the top of the bell of the ride, it just adds a little bit of momentum into the track. Like I said, the horns, great job bringing a little bit of a jazz element to it, while at the same time still remaining subdued, but giving it a little bit of inertia there. The female vocals behind Dusty, I like how those come in as well, because they don't come, from what I can remember, it doesn't come in the first chorus. It starts from the second chorus. And I like how they're just there to kind of echo Dusty, and then they build up, and then they do, ooh, 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 soften it back down before moving into the next section, whether that's verse or break. I think that was really, just really nicely built from a purely structural composition kind of view. I think that was really sweet. Okay, Dusty herself. Here's what I'm kind of getting. She has a voice that can sound sweet. She has a voice that can sound tender and womanly. But at the same time, she can sing with a certain kind of force, a certain kind of strong feminine womanhood that you can't find in a man. You know, like she has that. She can be mother. She could be Wonder Woman. You know, like I feel like that. Now, I've only heard one song from her, so maybe I'm diving into it too deep. But I just feel like I get those different shades from her singing here. We're in the beginning, the first verse, even the first chorus. It's more soft, it's more like tender, just kind of, walking us through the story. But as it goes on, it becomes a little bit more forceful. There's a little bit more storytelling involved with action and drama. Not too much, but just enough to sprinkle the pie with a little salt. I think that was really, really good. I think that's a nice song. I really like the that's a horrible representation, but you know what I meant. Okay. Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Okay. Out through the backyard, we'd go walking, then he'd look into my eyes. Lord knows, to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. So, her and her family chilling at home. The preacher and his son come over. Preacher and the family, they get talking, and her and, what was his name, Billy? Her and Billy Ray would sneak off, and he was the only one that could ever reach her. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When he started sweet-talking me, he'd come and tell me everything is all right. He'd kiss and tell me everything is all right. Can I get away? Not can I get away tonight. Can I get away again tonight? Woo! How well I remember the look that was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the sly, talking time to make time. I like that. Talking time to make time. Just trying to make the minutes, the hours last as long as possible when you're with that special person. Like, just trying to keep it going. Don't want to say goodbye. Telling me that he's online, learning from each other. Hold on. Learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown. There's always that age. There's always that age when you begin to notice the people around you. All right, let's see this. Let's look into some information here. It says that the single, released in 1968 on the UK and US, became an international hit, reaching number 9 in the UK singles chart and number 10 on Billboard Hot 100. It says it was Springfield's last top 30 hit until 1987, when her collaboration with UK synthpop duo Pet Shop Boys yielded the huge hit "What Have I Done to Deserve This?" Well, that's pretty interesting. I guess it found a new audience when it was included in the soundtrack of Pulp Fiction, a movie of which I have never seen. It says, in 1968, songwriters John Hurley and Ronnie Wilkins wrote the song with Aretha Franklin in mind. Atlantic Records producer and co-owner Jerry Wexler, who's recording, liked the song and suggested it to Springfield for this album. So obviously, that was a great choice. And like I said, it did chart in a lot of places. 6 in Australia, 23 in Belgium, 11 in Canada, 4 on the Dutch single top 100. So great song. I like the storytelling elements. I like the innocence, but of course the natural growth between just young love. Anyways, let me know what you all thought of the track in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for being here and listening and enjoying, hopefully, the music alongside with me. And I hope that you come back tomorrow, guys. Bye.